Hey, what is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about buy it now versus eBay auction prices. We are strict buy it now sellers. We don't do any auctions. The only time I ever really do auctions is if I receive a card that is damaged and I don't want it, so I just put it back out there as damaged and take the loss on it or whatever. But today we're going to show you some examples from recent sales that we've had and some other examples of um, the positive things about being a buy it now seller versus an auction seller. Yeah, sure, when you're auctioning your cards, you will sell the cards faster. If you have the money and the time to just sit on the cards as a buy it now seller, or you're building up your store or whatever, then that's more power to you. It's more beneficial in the long run. So the first card we're going to start off here is this 2017-18 Flawless Excellence Kevin Durant autograph, number through 25, sealed. So we were asking 850 for this card. We ended up selling it for 640, and I had $20 shipping on it because I was shipping it with insurance and signature delivery, which ended up costing right around $20 to ship the card. Um, but whenever I sold this card, I got the offer on it. I got an offer of 450. I declined it because, well, I think the Rockets have a good chance of winning the NBA championship this year. So I figured during the playoffs, with Durant on that team, it might help his card value go up. So I did not want to sell it just yet. Plus, I personally collect flawless. Well, anyways, so after I declined that offer, they came back later with an offer of $640. And I waited literally, as you can see right here, November 21st sold, November 21st sold. This is a same year, similar card comp, Ruby through 15, and ours is through 25. Their card sold for 411 with 899 shipping. It's coming from Taiwan. Our card sold for 640 with $20 shipping from America. Right now they also have a um, promotion going on. It seems like for cards that are over $100, you only pay half the seller fees. So we ended up netting $600 after the fees on this card and the shipping, compared to 411 plus 8.99 cent shipping and auction. Can't talk today. I'm getting a little flustered there. And then next up, we sold this Carl Anthony Towns Flawless Jumbo Patch through 25. Same year of Flawless. We sold this card for $140. As you can see here, another similarly sold one sold on October 7th in auction from China, $35.90 with 9.99 shipping. Here's the 9.5 sold for $229. We were asking $179 with $6 shipping, and we settled for 140. So, 140, and then this one sold for 35. That's $100 difference in the price. So I think that was a pretty good sell. Next up, we're going to show a lower end card that we sold. So we have this 24-25 select Paolo Banchero green through 75. We sold this for $15 on October 8th. Well, I can show you the exact auction that I purchased this from. It was September 30th. We purchased this for $425 with 4.99 shipping. Now we did not pay 4.99 shipping for this because we bought like 100 cards, so it might have been like 50 cent shipping. I believe is what their combined shipping is with these guys. And as you can see, so 475, let's just say 5 after taxes, and we sold it for $15, and that was with 99 cent shipping. So that was a pretty good come up. I think we made like $9 on the card. And also, you can see it sold October 8th. We bought it on September 30th. So the day we got it in the mail, we listed it, and it sold pretty much the same day. Um, there's all sorts of deals out there like this to be had. It does take time, a lot of time, really, to find those deals. Another example we have is going to be right here. This Brian Urlacher, 2024 Orange Prism through 249. So we sold this card for $10 with 99-cent shipping. This is us. And as you can see here, auction price, similar shipping, $1.55. And this card sold for $4.25 with $1.55 shipping. The next sale, a little bit higher price of shipping, $4.99 with $3.25 shipping. And that's roughly what, $8.24. Then next up we have $3.99 with $7.99 shipping. So that's $12 or $11.98 if you want to be technical about it. So whenever I was getting ready to list this card to sell, I noticed that this comp was there. So somebody was willing to pay $12 for it. Somebody was willing to pay $8.25 for it in an auction. If they were buying a single card, I kind of discarded this one and I listed it for $10 with 99-cent shipping. Now, I will say multiple times I had messages asking me to sell it for the $4.25 or $3.25. And another thing I have to remind people of, because I've seen $3.99 here as well. Whenever I list a card, I consider the price shipped as the cost of $3.99 plus the $7.99, so that's $11.98. I don't consider this a $3.99 card. I don't consider this a $3.25 card or a $4.25 card. I consider it the cost of the shipping and the price of the auction price or the buy it now listed price or whatever. So that's how I came up with my number. I figured if somebody was willing to pay 12 and somebody was willing to pay 8, then $10 with 99-cent shipping would probably be a pretty good price. And sure enough, it was. Somebody picked it up, and that's how we did that one. And there's a lot of cards that you could do the exact same thing with, especially if they're popular players. Good players like, obviously, Brian Urlacher is a legend. Players like Kobe, Jordan, guys like that, Tom Brady, Mahomes, any big guys, any popular guys, you can typically get away with using this method, and the card will sell for that price. Um, you will have to deal with people asking to get it for that lower price, but once you explain to them, hey, you're not taking into consideration the shipping, you're just only taking into consideration the auction price, then some people will change their tone. Some people are still dickheads about it and want the better price, um, which, at the end of the day, it's your card, so you can sell it for whatever you want to. Um, it's not for everybody. Some people don't like to haggle like that. I don't turn on a lot of offers because almost every offer that I get comes in right around half the price, which you can see. For example, this card was 10, 425, 325, 399. I can see where they're getting their prices from, but at the end of the day, if you were buying this card from this seller and you were only buying this card, you paid more for that card than you paid for this card. And you're also going to have a much longer wait with a card coming from China versus coming from the United States. I appreciate you taking your time to watch this. Hopefully that helped me explain to you guys a little bit about how we price our cards, and maybe it'll give you guys ideas for your card pricing. It doesn't always have to be a race to the bottom. You don't always have to list your cards in auction to sell them. We've sold 13,000 cards without having really any auctions. I think I might have had like 10 auctions ever. Anyway, I appreciate it. If you found some useful information in this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.